The May the 6th meeting of the Oklahoma City Water Utility Trust will be in order, and the first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the April 15th meeting.
Move. Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the April 15th meetings. Are there comments, questions, corrections, additions? Hearing none, voting please. Minutes are approved. Next item is the consent docket.
Move approval subject to individual consideration.
Are there matters to be considered individually? Hearing none, voting. Consent docket's approved. Next item is concurrence docket, I think, yeah. 3 items on the concurrence docket.
Move approval subject to individual consideration.
Second.
Have a motion and a second on the concurrence docket. Are there matters to be discussed or voted on separately? Hearing none, concurrence docket's approved. Next item, item 5, items for individual consideration. First item is a resolution authorizing the general manager to request letters of interest for an urban development plans for a parcel of land on Northwest Expressway.
Mr. Chairman, from time to time, the staff receives proposals from citizens for use of our land, and this is one such case. The parcel of land is about 5 acres. This parcel comes up periodically. It would, of course, require the normal development services processes to the Planning Commission to reach an ultimate conclusion. And the question is before you, is this something you want to pursue at this time?
If we do pursue it, I would suggest we involve the Friends of Lake Hefner in our deliberations, because they will have a lot to say about this, whether it's correct or not. And I think we need to be real careful about what we allow in there, because that is the entrance to our reservation, and it right now looks pretty good. I would hate to see something that wasn't a quality that it might be otherwise be.
So and the process we would use is always a public one in which we seek proposals if the trust is interested in pursuing that with those. Staff's happy to follow your direction.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion and a second to exactly which track is that? Is it we're talking about?
Where the old bait shop used to be.
Currently, we have the Red Lobster property, and then we have the Sewer Lagoon, and we have the South Lake Hefner Road and Northwest Expressway, that triangle. On the corner, there used to be the concession facility. So we would look at the consultant would look at that entire parcel and figure out how you would reconfigure the lagoon and the lift station, and what area should be open, what area should be used for pad sites, and come back to you with options, and then you can consider whether or not you want to go out for an RFP or not.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. We have a motion and a second to approve the resolution. Any further discussion? Voting, please. Resolution's approved. Next item is a request for proposals to be advertised concerning the operation of the marina at Draper.
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the advertising of the RFP. Are there comments or questions?
Mr. Chairman, in this case, staff has drafted the document with the potential for proposal of certain kinds of options should the proposers consider it appropriate. The existing contract is, of course, expiring, and this is just something that we do periodically, but we did consider it an opportunity to look for new ways to use the facility if folks wanted to propose that.
I would hope that I'm certainly in favor of sending the proposal out, asking for proposals, but I would certainly hope that we put some energy into really trying to find somebody that can operate it, and we hopefully can negotiate a contract that somebody can live with. In the past, we've had operators, but they couldn't live with the contract. We've got to find a way. As much as we'd like to generate revenue from it, it's an amenity to the lake that we've got to have, it seems to me. So,
is it being operated currently?
It is.
So we have an operator there now.
We do.
but that we've added things in the past, additional revenue sources perhaps, and I think we could look at that again, because I can remember a time when it operated, and it was a very nice amenity to the lake and to the people that used the lake when it was up and running. So, voting, please. The request for proposals will be advertised. The next item is to receive a proposal from the Community on Water to operate a youth and adult sailing program at Hefner.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve item 5D. C. Are there questions or comments? The proposal is received. Next item, I don't think we need executive session.
No, sir?
Move to strike.
Second.
Motion to strike item D. Voting, please. Item D is stricken. Next item is item from trustees. Any trustee have a comment?
Just a question. I want to make sure, I've had several constituents talk about the water rationing plan we have in effect right now. Does that cover only sprinkler systems? Or does it cover hose end use as well?
You may water with a handheld hose at any time. You have to be standing there holding the hose.
A handheld, that's the, you can't plug it into a watering.
Yes, sprinkler systems, whether they're automated or I go out in my front yard and set the Rainbird and turn it on for 30 minutes, are the same from the ordinance's perspective.
Are we still issuing warning tickets?
We are, and we're issuing tickets.
Citations.
Well,
Any other comments, questions? Item from staff. Manager's report, excuse me.
No, Mr. Chairman, just, we clarified an error that we found in the confusion we found in the report. It wasn't an error. We did change, as we were implementing the conservation program, the way we calculated lake percentages, and that's,
Thank you for the
Clarified that.
clarification. I appreciate it.
I'm embarrassed.
Any other comments? Citizens, any citizens here to speak? Hearing none, we're adjourned.